Hi, my name is Jarod, and I'm recording a very quick video after I just did a coaching call with my mastermind group, my cash-based practice mastermind group. And in this video, I just wanted to highlight what one of my students' introductory paragraphs for a lead magnet, because every part of the cycle of first exposure to brand all the way through raving fan, we have to optimize in order to make sure that we get a person from one spot to the next, all the way through. And there are so many ways where people can fall through the cracks, leads can fall through the cracks, where we can have drop-offs of our schedule, and so many things that we can do to plug what we call those profit leaks. So this is one tiny of like many places, one tiny spot that can have a huge impact is just getting them to read more. Getting them to read more, whether it's through, from the title of a blog post that's super click worthy, to getting them to the blog post. Now it's the first paragraph that gets them to read more. And then, getting them to actually click on the call to action button, or, click the contact now button, or whatever the case may be in our marketing. Each step has to be optimized in order to get that lead into the next one, or that patient to the next visit, right? Or that patient who's discharged into becoming, someone that tells the world, does a Google review, sends their friends or family, comes back when they're hurt again, or if they get hurt again. So these are all the kinds of things that we as business owners and practice owners have to be thinking about every little step as, what do I need to say or do in this moment to wow my lead or customer and compel them to move to the next step in our relationship. And so in this small instance here, what I'm looking at is, we were just, a lot of what we do in the group is, I do Q&As every Tuesday live with everyone, any question they have. And a lot of times that involves going through the copywriting of a blog post or a website, or in this case, a lead magnet. And so her lead magnet is titled 10 Frustrations Kids Have with Communication and How to Help Your Child Overcome Them. It's a nice title. But when I was reading this, I was like, man, this is fantastic. Such a good intro paragraph. And it compelled me to just want to create this video for others to learn from her and her great work. She's been an awesome student, worked really hard, and really immediately taken this stuff and implementing in her speech therapy practice. So it says, when your child gets more frustration than joy out of communicating with you, family, and friends, it's stressful for everyone. What should be a simple interaction turns into an ordeal, with your child shutting down and you feeling terrified that he or she won't be able to communicate with you, make friends, or succeed in school. If that sounds like you, keep reading. I mean, I probably don't need to say too much about it, because if you have children, and especially if they had any communication issues, this is exactly what you would be emotionally dealing with on a daily basis, and you would absolutely be continuing to read. Now, some business coaches might say that what's inside of the lead magnets is actually not that important, because most people download them and don't even read them. But certainly some people do. I think that's correct. I think a lot of times people download them just because they're excited about the idea of information that might help them, but they don't follow through and read it, for whatever reason. But some absolutely will. And so I do think that it's quite important what we have in our lead magnets. And they need to not just be clinical oriented, dry material, but they need to do exactly what this intro paragraph did, is evoke emotion that speaks directly to your target market and gets them in a state of mind of thinking about their limitations and the things that they don't want to be dealing with anymore. And then you provide good quality information with calls to action mixed throughout that lead magnet, not just at the very end, but literally 2 or 3 places at least in the lead magnet you want to be asking them to take that next step. In this case, and in most, it's at least getting on the phone or scheduling an in-person consultation. So just wanted to highlight that one piece. I just thought this was such good copywriting, and wanted to share it with everyone out there who's looking at getting into not just lead generation and nurture campaigns and things like that, but understanding the entire patient life cycle from first exposure to brand to raving fan. There are so many different things that can happen in the middle that will improve your customer lifetime value and improve your ability to serve as many of your patients and clients as possible, which is really what it should all be about.